everyone. I am A. Nirisha, Assistant Professor in the Department of CSIT, working in MLR Institutions of Technology. Today we are going to learn about control structures in C. So the overview, we are going to learn about some simple if statement, if else, nested if, and also the else if ladder. So coming to the decision making statements. So in a C programming language, we have a top to bottom approach, which means the statement, the first whatever the statement we have written, that will be executed first, and then the next statement, second statement will be executed in the second, and so on till the end of the program. So coming to the decision statements, in this decision statements, the statements are divided, like we are based on some condition. So decision statements are also known as selection, condition, and branching statements. So that are used to verify a condition and decide where the block of statements got executed based on that condition results. So in C programming language, the decision statements are of two. They are simple if and next is the switch statement. So in if statements and C. In C, if statement is used to make decisions. In C, if statement is used to make decisions based on a conditions. The if statement verifies the given condition and decides whether a block of statements to be executed or not based on the condition result. So if a given condition is satisfied, then only we are entering into the block, or else we are not entering into that block. So the if statement is classified into four types: simple if statement, if else, nested if, and if else if ladder. We are also calling as else if ladder. Simple if statement. Simple if statement is used to verify the given condition and executes the block of statements based on the condition. So simple if statement evaluates a specified condition. If that condition is true, then only the statement, it executes the next statements or a block of statements. If the condition is false, it skips the block of statements and it will execute the next statement that we have written in the C language. So the general syntax of the simple if. So this is the syntax of if. If the condition is true, then only the block of statements will get executed. And coming to the flowchart. So this is a condition that we are giving in the rhombus shape. And the next, if it is true, whatever the block of statements we have given, that will get executed. Or else, if it is false, check the direction, it will come to the next statement in the C program. So the syntax is for some kind of rules. So based on those rules, we need to write the C programming language. So simple program for simple if statement. So this is an example program to find a person is eligible to vote or not. So for that, the input we are taking it as age, and as we know, if the person is eligible to vote, that person age should be greater than or equals to 18. Then only that person is eligible to vote. So the input we need to take it as an age. And based on a single one condition, see the input we are taking one variable that we are taking it as age, and by using printf statement we are asking the age of the person, and by using scanf statement we are reading it. And the next, this is the condition that we are writing in the if statement. So if age is whatever the input that we are taking from the user, if that age is greater than or equals to 18, then that person is eligible to vote. So this is the test cases. We are asking to enter the age of the person. The person's age is 45. We have given the input as 45, and that person is this 45 greater than 18. It satisfies the condition. 45 is greater than or equals to 18. So we are giving the output as eligible to vote. That person is eligible to vote. Next is if else statement. So whenever we have some two options, so at that time we need to go with the if else statement. If the given condition is true, then the true block statement will get executed. If the given condition is false, then the false block statement will get executed. It verifies the given condition and executes only one out of the two blocks in the statements based on the condition result. The if else statement evaluates the specified condition. If it is true, it executes a block of statement, that is true block. And if the condition is false, it executes another block of statement, that is the false block. So this is the general syntax of this if else. So we are giving the condition in the if, And if this condition is true, this statement block will get executed. If this condition is false, we are coming to the else block, and else block statement block will get executed. So inside the if, we are writing the true block statements, and inside the else block, we are writing the false block statement. And this is the flow diagram. So we are writing the condition in the rhombus, and if it is true, the flow will come in the one direction, and if it is false, the flow will come in the another direction. So the if else statement is used when we have two options and only one option has to be executed based on the condition results. If the condition is true, it will come to the true block. If the condition is false, it will come to the false block, that is the else block. And this is one of the example for if else statement. So example for to check the character is a vowel or consonant. In this program, we are checking the given character is an vowel or a consonant. So for that, we are taking the CH variable of character type, and by using printf statement, we are asking to enter any character, and by using scanf statement, whatever the character that we have given as an input, that we are reading and storing in the CH variable. In the if, we are writing the condition. As we know, the vowels are A, E, I, O, U. So thus, whatever the input that we have given, that is stored in the CH variable. If that is matching with A, then the condition will be true. Whatever the input we have given that are matching with the vowels, then the condition will be true. And by using the printf statement, we are telling that given character is a vowel, else the given character is a consonant. So here we have written in both the cases, the small case and the capital case letters. So A, E, I, O, U are both in small case and also in the capital case, lower case and upper case. So any of the character is a vowel. So whatever the character it is in, either it is in lower or it is in upper, it should be printed as a vowel. Else it will come and it will print it is as a consonant. For suppose, check the test cases. The character that here we are giving it as U, and here we are giving it as, in the other test case, we are giving it as Y. So U is an input that we are giving. So in the CH variable, the character that we have is U. So CH double equals to A, false. CH double equals to E, false. CH double equals to I, false. CH double equals to O, false. CH double equals to U, yes, it is true. But we have given in the lowercase letter, it is an uppercase letter. So this condition also will get false. So whenever it reaches here, the control reaches here, then that condition will be true. And here we are using it as a logical OR operator. If any of the condition is true, then the complete expression is true. So here, in the first case, it is printing it as vowel, and in the second case, it is giving the output as a consonant. Here we have some two options, vowel and a consonant. So if the given input is a vowel, we are getting the output as a vowel, and if the given input is a consonant, we are getting the output as a consonant. And some of the examples like even or odd, there also we will find only the two options. Either the number will be even or the number will be the odd. And the next is largest of the two numbers. There also we will find only the two options. Either first number will be the greatest or the second number will be the greatest. So for such examples, we need to use the if-else statement. Next is a nested if. A if inside the another if is called as nested if. So if statement inside the another if statement is called as a nested if. We are nesting one if inside the another if. So this is the syntax. So if the condition 1, and in this if we are writing one more if, the condition 2. So if the condition 1 is true, then only we are going to enter into this block. If this condition is false, then we are coming to the else block. If the condition 1 is true, then we are checking whether the condition true. If the condition 2 is true, then only this inner if statement block will get executed. This is the functioning of the nested if statement. So one example program. So the example program is we are taking one integer, and what are our conditions are, the integer should be less than the 100, the number should be less than the 100, and we are finding whether that number is an even or odd. We have some two conditions, that is the number should be less than 100, and also we are finding whether that number is even or odd. So for that we are taking one n variable of integer type, and by using printf statement we are asking to enter one integer, and by using scanf statement we are reading that integer, and this is the condition 1. First we are checking whether that number is less than 100 or not. If it is less than 100, then only we are going to find the number is even or odd. And the next, in the printf statement we have given the given number is below 100, and by using the another if, so this is the nested if, inner if. The inner if is placed inside the outer if. So in this statement we are checking whether the number is even or odd. N modulus 2. So for suppose the number we are taking it as a 68. So the first condition is 68 less than 100. Yes, it is true. So this condition is true. So this is true. So we are entering into this block of statement. And here we are printing, by using printf we are printing it as below 100, and by using the another if we are checking one more condition, that is we are checking that 68 is even or odd. So in the inner if we are checking with one more condition, that is if 68 is divisible by 2, if we get the remainder as 0, then only we are telling it is an even number. So 68 modulus 2, this modulus operator is used to find the remainder. If we divide by 2, we'll get the remainder as 0. So double equals to 0. Double equals to is an operator that we are going to check whether the left hand side and right hand side values are equal or not. So if we divide the 68 by 2, we'll get the remainder as 0. So 0 double equals to 0. Yes, the 0 is equals to 0. It is also known as comparison operator. So the condition is true. So if the condition is true, then we are telling it is an even number. If this condition is false, then we are telling it is an odd number. And if this condition is false, we are coming to the else block and we are telling the number is not below than 100. We are finding only the number is below than 100. So this is the first test case. We are taking the input as 68, and the another test case that we are taking it as 178. So the first condition itself is false. 178 less than 100, no, the condition is false. So we are coming to the else block and we are telling the number is not below than 100. So for such things we are using nested if. And next is if else if statement. We are also calling it as if else ladder. So writing a if statement inside else of an if statement, it is called as if else if statement. This is the general syntax of an if else if ladder. So if we have some multiple options, so at that time we are going to use this if else ladder. For an example, take an ATM machine. So if you insert a card, you will find some multiple options, either to withdraw the amount or deposit the amount or find the bank statement or else check the balance. So these are all nothing but the 4 options that we have. In that you are selecting one. In the same way, if else if ladder also will act as the same. So if this condition 1 is true, then the true block statement will get executed. If you have some multiple options, then this else, after that we are writing one more condition, that is condition 2. So if this condition is true, then we are writing another block statement. And if this condition is also false, then we are writing one more. So if this condition true is true, then this block statement will get executed. And if this condition is also false and we have some other option, then we are going and checking for the next condition. And in this way, we are going to check some n number of conditions in this else if ladder statements. So this is one of the example that we are taken. So here the question is, the problem statement is we are asking to find the number is positive, negative, or it is equals to 0. So for that, we are taking one n value. The input here is n, and by using the printf statement, we are asking to enter a number, and by using the scanf, we are reading that n value, and this is the condition that is we are writing to check the number is positive. So if n is greater than whatever the input that we are taking that is greater than 0, then we are telling it is a positive number. And by using else if, we are writing one more condition. If it is n is less than 0, then we are telling it is a negative number. Or else, by in the else statement, we are printing it as a 0. Here we have some 3 options. So for that, based on that input, we are checking whether it is a positive, a negative, or a 0. So this is one test case where we are entering one number, that is 9. We are getting the result as positive number. And this is the another test case. We are entering the number as -27 and we are getting the output as the negative number. Thank you.